Episode 2. We've made it 2 episodes so far. This is a great series so far. Let's go. Don't ask about this. All right. Don't worry about the setup. Okay. Don't sweat it. Back for episode 2. All right. Episode 1, we gave, I think it was a 21 rating. So let's see how episode 2 can hold up with the ratings now. This episode is called Lawnmower Dog, which is a reference to Lawnmower Man, the movie. Originally premiered December 9th, 2013, and it was written by Ryan Ridley. So let's get into this. Getting into the episode right off the bat, there's no cold opening. It just goes straight into the episode. So
outside? Outside? Are you kidding me? Come on!
Okay, so right off the bat, we're getting into this. So we're gonna meet this character here, Snuffles. Okay, classic Snowball, whatever you want to call it. We'll see in the future. All right, you'll see why.
Bad dog.
Snuffles really about to say.
We're going to die. A little smarter, would you?
I thought the whole point of having a dog was to feel superior, Jerry.
So, we kind of talked about this in the last episode. Morty's voices, more specifically Rick's, has not really been found yet, especially throughout season 1, and it gets way better throughout the series. And while that's true, just the difference between episode 1 and 2 is crazy to hear. I mean, it's insane to hear the difference.
They'll fall right out of mine. I've done this too many times, Morty. You gotta do it for Grandpa, Morty. You gotta...
That part.
The point of having a dog was to feel superior, Jerry. All right, Ruffles. What's his name? Snuffles? Snuffles.
Okay, so that's another little reference there. We'll kind of go more into it later in the episode because they do another reference. But Justin Roiland, before Rick and Morty, he was working on a show called Dog World, I believe. Man, let me just search it up. Okay, Justin Roiland Dog World was a series pitched in 2014, created by Justin Roiland for Cartoon Network, with writing up with Ryan Ridley, who wrote this episode. 2014. Looks like 2014. So this is 2013. This episode, so maybe I guess it was after, but yeah. So Ruffles was one of the main characters of that show, so that's why he mistakes him for Ruffles instead of Stuffles.
Talking about Inception? That's right, Morty. This is gonna be a lot like that, except it's gonna maybe make sense. Except your teacher.
Also, it's a little early on to bring this up because we'll have episodes that go into it, but this time travel box over here is a little nod to Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon talking about how they hate time travel stories. Not necessarily hate, but they didn't want to implement time travel stories into Rick and Morty, which you'll see they end up kind of implementing it.
You don't know me.
Right here, there's a little poster which looks very similar to a poster in The Shining that a character has. It looks very similar.
Let me get to know you, damn it.
Uh-oh, spoilers.
Yeah, I had to let that play. I'm a whole season behind Morty. Not my best impression. I can do better. Okay, just I don't have water. I'm gonna bring up. This is a show that's gonna pop up multiple times throughout the show.
Had enough, sir.
You don't know me.
This looks very similar. I just picked up on this real quick.
I'll take 2.
This looks very similar to a character. I'll put it on the screen. He's one of the high school bullies in the later. He just has blonde hair here. I could be misremembering, and editing me will be like, you're so dumb. But it looks like him just...
I said nobody move, buddy.
The name's not Buddy. It's Goldenfold. Nice to meet you.
So, we'll see later on. This character back here, we'll see a better picture of him later. He's going to be a character that was supposed to be in Gravity Falls, and they were supposed to tie in together, not literally like canon-wise, but in Gravity Falls, he was supposed to be showing up in that. Ended up not working out for whatever reason, and so he's in a couple episodes in this first season. You'll see him time and time again, which he ends up just after this season not showing up again.
We gotta take him out so he wakes up, Morty, but we can't get killed. If you get killed in someone else's dream, you die for real, Morty. What?
This should play out just fine.
You said the same thing, equally sarcastically, at our wedding, and guess what?
There's another one. I almost want to start a counter of how many times Jerry makes me facepalm. Almost. I'm really thinking about it.
He's saying I love Obama. So cute. I'm posting this online, like, right now.
She said she's gonna post it online, but then she took a picture. Could be filming right now, but the noise that you hear the photo noise.
Saying I love Obama.
So you hear the and then she takes the picture and then she's like uploading. It's like, okay, well, let's see how well that photo does, Summer.
And because I have a human shield.
Mrs. Pancake!
Oh no, Morty. The subconscious is panicking.
So, okay, I didn't want to catch that. So this is the full kind of view of them. You see here on the shirt, they have little designs, like a little, like a little Roman numerals or whatever you want to call them. So this is a bunch of like coding. It was going to be in different episodes and then back in Gravity Falls. And so it's going to make it one massive code for, you weirdos to theorize. Pfft. Weirdos, imagine breaking down episodes.
Relax, Morty. Alright, let's go.
You don't know. Yeah, so just for, YouTube and all that, I'm just going to skip past this scene. What you need to know about this scene, though, is Mrs. Pancake's erotic dream with all these erotic characters is a reference to the movie Eyes Wide Shut. So, that's pretty much all you need to know about this scene. You'll see Summer pop up. We're just going to skip past this scene because it's on YouTube, but, yeah, the scene's very interesting. Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Looks like some sort of legally safe knockoff of an 80s horror character with miniature swords for fingers instead of knives.
So this is a lot more, it's a lot for sure. This is a lot more smoother animation that we've been seeing. It's very fluid all the way through the motion. A lot of the stuff you'll kind of see is kind of like, they'll kind of go, especially, or at least in kind of the South Park, where they're almost like cutouts kind of moving. But yeah, no, this is very smooth animation here. With this and the backgrounds and everything here compared to season 1, or episode 1, you'll see the backgrounds in this are looking a lot more refurbished and just a lot more fine line better than episode 1.
Vicious wolf stalks its prey with purpose and skill. It was only with years of selective breeding and genetic altering that this noble beast was transformed into man's subservient little buddy.
Obviously, this is a reference to Air Bud. I want to see that morphing animation again. Okay, so this is going to form into Scary Terry. Okay, so I like it. So it turns into a smile, and the eyes come out pretty. Almost look like a Cuphead boss. The arms come out that way. It slowly morphs into his little body. It's a pretty clean animation. The animation's honestly really surprising me this episode. It really is. Alright, so yeah, if you see these posters, there's some references here. The British punk rock band The Addicts. And it shows some horses, some like, the high school teenage boy, Zac Efron looking.
Where are my testicles, Summer?
This kind of looks like Vegeta.
Where are my testicles, Summer? They were removed. Where have they gone?
This is how I knew I loved this show. When I got to episode 2 and I saw this scene, I was like, this is my new favorite show.
Oh, wow. That's an intense line of questioning, Snuffles.
Do not call me that.
Okay.
Okay, so that is also another reference. Animal Farm, which is the Snowball is the pig, I believe. I haven't seen Animal Farm in a while, back in like elementary school, but it was I believe it's the pig. Since we're breaking it down, I'll try not to pause too much. But look at this glass effect.
Snuffles was my slave name. You shall now call me Snuffles.
I think it's kind of funny because earlier we were talking about the characterization of episode 1, and it's just pretty funny because with Summer, she was kind of not really a character at this point. She was kind of just like your classic teenage girl, whatever. And in this case, like, it's funny because I think they're trying to build up her character more, and so we see like a volleyball and roller skates and a lot of horses, like a ton of horses, and this could tie into Beth. The Beth being a horse doctor. I'm not too sure if this is supposed to be something where Summer also liked horses, or if like Beth did her room. It looks like these are some early stages.
You will walk when it is time to walk.
I mean, I'm going to stop pausing after this. You guys can kind of watch the episode yourselves and, make your own opinions there. But I mean, just look how, like, more effort is put into this episode. I think episode 1, as you can tell from my rating of it, is very good. It's a very good grounding, everything. The animation's a lot better than like a lot of pilot episodes. Like, it's definitely not bad, but I mean, just look at the design in these cars and the dirt and the rubble here and the backgrounds as it like fades out to show the distance. I mean, it really is like Rick and Morty definitely does get better with the backgrounds and everything, but I mean, here it really does look like one of the later seasons. Like, everything's looking really good this episode. Okay, but I'm gonna stop pausing nonstop, but
Can run, but you can't hide!
Oh, this is perfect, Morty. Look at that. He's getting sleepy.
It's ridiculous.
You're being very aggressive, Jerry. Perhaps tomorrow Dr. Scraps will solve that problem with a bit of surgery.
You think you can control me with a haircut?
oh my god.
Out there. Not in here.
Gary Brandon.
Scary Brand.
This is perfect. After a little scary coitus, they should be fast asleep.
Yo, they get dirty in here. Are you kidding me right now? Brandon, what is that? What is that picture right there? That's so adorable.
Yeah, this is a bunch of bull crap. Who cares what stupid pun you make when you kill someone? Why don't you let the poor guy say whatever he wants?
What? I see no reason to stand here and take this.
Oh,
I know this is kind of all hypothetical, and this is a dream, but he can hop through dreams, so he is his own being. He's not like necessarily just in a dream world. You see here, there's actually scary presidents, so this is actually like a whole world in here, which is pretty interesting how this works. I wonder if we'll ever have this come back again.
got you, dog. You're our boy, dog. Don't even trip.
You're our boy, dog. Don't even trip.
I always hated that song.
That is an original thought.
Just because he's smart. This is why I choose to get C's.
Beth, Jerry, Summer.
Dad!
See that? I'm peeing all over your special guns. That means I own
Okay, Jerry, you're stepping in your pee right now. Jerry, if I was doing a counter of face palms, this move right here would count for 5. This is
them.
Bad person. That's why I will leave you with your testicles. From now on, you will be my best friend and live by my side.
So this is like the famous dog painting of them all playing, poker, and up here is actually a rebuild of it with humans. Can't see it. Human testicles. So we'll find out in the twist at this end of the episode, but Snowball also at the end said that Morty gets to keep his testicles because he's only treated him nice, which people like Jerry and stuff didn't treat him nice, so it's safe to assume that Jerry does not have testicles anymore.
Well, at least I didn't really crap my pants.
No, that happened before you went to sleep, Morty. You're sleeping in your crap right now. Out of all the things that happened to you, that was the only real thing that, is that you crapped your pants. I mean, it's a mess out there. I got some on my hands, Morty, and then I got it on the Dream Inceptor.
No. Oh my god!
Morty, take these.
Are these pills supposed to wake me up or something?
Close. It's gonna make your kidneys shut down.
What?
It's necessary for the plan, Morty. Don't even trip, dog.
Don't even trip.
Financial jeopardy. You could lose your kingdom.
To hell with my kingdom, Bean Counter. I would trade it all for my humans' health and happiness.
Do you think they would have done this for us?
We are not them. We are not them. And one where pet insurance will be mandatory.
I'm gonna miss you so...
Aww. So throughout the show, we'll see Snuffles in backgrounds, like in pictures, but this is the last time we actually really see Snuffles. Later on, we'll see a Story Lord episode, and Snuffles will show up, but only in kind of like a theory. The Vision's kind of like what potential of their story, so it's not really him, but we might see him in the future. But yeah, this is where they go. They go to a world of just dogs, which is to add on to Justin Roiland's Dog World. This is kind of add on to that, where this could be kind of his show that he wanted to implement. It wasn't going to be obviously anything like this, but now they're in a world full of just dogs. So it is, this whole episode's kind of like one massive reference to Justin Roiland's Dog World.
It'll be like Rick.
I think it'll be great, Morty. It could be developed into a very satisfying project for people of all ages. I mean, I'd watch it, Morty, for at least 11 minutes a pop. Maybe they'll do it board-driven.
So that this is all that kind of confirms it right there. That it confirms, that line confirms it, that it was in development. They wanted to make it, but it never ended up being pushed through. All right, so we touched base on this last episode. That's gonna be the first and only episode without a post-credit scene. So let's see if I was right about that.
Hi guys, I'm your new teacher for Scary Class. My name is Scary Mr. Johnson. What is that? So here's what I say. You can't learn anything until you learn how to chill.
This is how you dream, bitch.
Yeah, no, that was episode 2. Not much to say here, because I want to get straight into the ratings, because that was a great episode. So let's get over to the ratings. Episode 2, Lawnmower Dog. Wow, what a great start, because episode 1 was really like... Episode 1 was a great grounding. Everything was great about that episode. I liked that we got introduced to the galactic government like right away, like stuff like that. It was very cool. And then to go straight into another episode of the classic Rick and Morty, that's where you're gonna hear later on seasons of why people don't like the show because they're not classic anymore. So this was a great one. I mean, so great. I every time I think of season 1, I think of episodes like this, because it's just like, not only is it just full circle where there's a twist at the end, but I mean, all the characters stick to their characterization. I loved Snowball, the "Where's my testicle" summer. The plot, I'm actually gonna give this a 5. I know technically it's kind of cheating, because this plot alone was kind of a reference, and also going to be towards Dog World, Just Roland, but I liked that they were going to tie it together, and I liked how it ended up working with Jerry not liking the dog, and then the dog getting so advanced that it was ready for world domination. I liked that it saw the wolves, how they used to be, to slowly become what they are now. So I did like that. And then the B plot and the A plot both joining together, I thought was really yeah, I just thought it was definitely a 5. For characterization, I'm gonna give it a 3. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm actually gonna give it a 4 just because, I mean, for the most part, the characterization, they seem pretty close to their characters. They're definitely building on them. Things like Beth kind of lose who she is. I mean, she didn't have a big part of it, but then things like, Summer, she's still not really a character quite yet. Like we stumbled in this episode, I mean, her room is full of just horses and sports, which is just not really who she is. The importance... This is where it's gonna get weak. This is actually gonna sit at 1. Only because there's nothing important with this episode. I mean, it's a great episode, and I want to go back and watch it again, to be honest with you. It's a great episode. The grand scheme of things, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, Snowball will show up again, but more as a reference. But outside of that, no, he's not really going to pop up. Golden Field, I mean, he shows up in more episodes, but he was already in episode 1. And, yeah, no, not too of an important episode. Now, entertainment, I'm also going to give this a 5, because I love this episode. I thought it was really good. For the finalization of my thoughts here, I'm going to give the score here. I don't know what it is, because I do this in post, so we'll see how it does the last episode, because last episode I got 21, so outside of that, though, I can't wait for episode 3 here. If you guys do enjoy these breakdowns, because they've been fun to make. I mean, it's only been 2, but they've been fun, so if you guys enjoy, and yeah, take care.